Aries, welcome to your November 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading from November 11th until the 17th. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, of course, that link will be down below in the description. But while I'm pulling the cards, I kind of want to talk about the astrology going on this week, because we are having that full moon in Taurus, and it will be conjunct Uranus. And also the same time, well, not the same time, but that day, Saturn will be coming direct, and then we'll also be having Venus and Capricorn happen this week. So a lot of things, I don't want to say a lot of things, but there is some energy shifts here for sure. And this full moon in Taurus on top of Uranus is definitely electrifying. So Uranus is the planet, if you don't know, that deals with sudden unpredictability, change, innovation, revolution, breakthroughs. So it just depends on how it manifests for each individual. But let's take a look here. For you, Aries, this full moon will be in your second house this week. And the second house does deal with things related to your resources, money, your values, possessions. And also the second house deals with support too, like anything that supports the self. So let's see. And that Venus in Capricorn, right? Venus coming into your 10th house of career and work. So there is going to be a value placed there. And you probably feeling motivated, inspired, especially with Saturn coming direct, really activating that Venus in Capricorn. You really wanting to start building, or just either you could even be, well, you could be receiving opportunities in regards to your career, or you can be creating them yourself. But it's just in general, you're wanting to increase the value in regards to things related to work and career. That could be something going on here. In your reading, though, I like this. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here and the Temperance. I'm going to show you the cards. We're going to go through this read together. I don't have my overhead cam because it didn't break. If you didn't know, now you do. And speaking of Uranus, it says change here. So there it is, boom. So y'all just think I be saying shit. Yeah, there's definitely unpredictability and some changes here. You know, don't be afraid of the unpredictable. But Uranus is that planet that does deal with sudden change. It could be breakthroughs as well, or innovations, or transformations. So let's see here. But there definitely is, you know, Uranus is that planet to where it's trying to shake up the complacency. It's trying to shake you out of maybe complacency, or just it's trying to get you out of the rigid energy. You pull this Healing Chaos card. So I don't feel like this Healing Chaos is anything new happening this week. I think this is already something you've been dealing with here, Aries. But it's interesting. Out of the chaos is coming a transformation, and that's what this Temperance is in your reading, and we'll get to that here in a moment. But this is actually a really good read here for you for the week. I think you know what I'm seeing here, Aries. Yeah, you pulled this First Breath card. It says Beginner's Mind here. So I think you're learning new things here, Aries, about yourself, about people, about relationships. And it's interesting because I kind of feel like you've been repeating something and it just hasn't worked. Because you did pull the Ten of Swords here in your challenge. The Ten of Swords is the definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But for some reason, it's almost as if you're realizing like, okay, this shit's really not going to work. Or the way I've been going about this, it's time to change. It's time to try something a different way here. And that's what I'm picking up so far in your reading. You did pull the Wheel of Fortune here in the outcome, so I think you have some good transitions and changes here happening for you this week. I think out of the chaos has a lot of healing has happened or is happening here. You pulled the Knight of Swords here for your overall energy here for the week. I feel like it's going to be a very fast-paced week here for you, which I feel like that's something that you pretty much like, Aries. I think you like to keep busy, keep things going here. So I think this energy is really going to favor you here with this Knight of Swords. I'm just seeing you here being way more direct and maybe even more blunt too. Knight of Swords is very kind of direct, straight to the point, and says how it is, does what he wants to do. So that's what I'm seeing you here really embodying this Knight of Swords temperament for the week. You pulled the Ace of Pentacles here in your current energy at this time. I think that this is you trying to get creative here. Ace of Pentacles, this could be a new opportunity that has come your way. Maybe you're kind of sitting on it or whatever. But this could also be you too, just wanting to make the most out of the moment that you're in at this time. So it's like you're using your resources that you have at your disposal here to create more resources with this Ace of Pentacles, or to get started here with something. Some of you, there may be some form of a new venture here that you're getting started with, or putting into motion here. Yeah, it's almost like the time, it's like you can't waste any more time, or you're just ready to do it, is what I pick up here, Aries. You pull the Ten of Swords in your challenge, and then that Page of Pentacles here as your advice. I think the time's now. Like, Ten of Swords is, it's time for change. Page of Pentacles is like, okay, let me start practically making the adjustments. Let me start practically applying myself here and you know, doing something practically about the situation rather than just like ruminate on it. I think you're really in this energy of like, okay, it's time for change. And I think you're embracing something new, or something newish. But I definitely feel like it's something here that enlivens your energy, like it brings in that passion here. So, and you pulled this Page of Wands here in the future position, this is the new venture here that I see you getting started with. When I say venture, it's just something here that you're feeling passionate about, or you're feeling enthusiastic by, and you're taking action on it here. So I see you having fun with something. We'll clarify this. You pulled the Temperance card here in your position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, Temperance is patience, it's healing. But it's also what comes before the Temperance is the Death card, and that's the transformation that I was just talking about earlier. After the Death card comes the Temperance, and so what you're unaware of at this time is you're actually doing a lot more healing. Like, I feel like the worst is over, and now it's just more so the integration of the healing stuff, or I think it's the integration of healing, but it's also the integration of everything that you've learned here. And I think that's also what that Ten of Swords is in your challenge. You pull the Wheel of Fortune here in your outcome position. So I feel like this is good luck here on your side with this Wheel of Fortune. Smooth transition, positive transitions, an increase of abundance here with this Wheel of Fortune. Good deeds, good rewards, good karma. Let's clarify your read. Clarify this Knight of Swords here for the overall energy for Aries. You pull this pathway, it says passage here. It's almost like something, you know, the door's opening here for you, or you're seeing a door open here for you. And that's also what the Wheel of Fortune is. It's Jupiter, and Jupiter talks about new opportunities, newer doors opening up, or newer pathways opening up, you can say here. And that's what I get for your overall energy. It's like this newer pathway that's opening up, or you're deciding to go another path or another route here. Something is opening itself up though for you. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles here in your current energy. You pull this Angel card, it says compassion here. I feel like your guides are really close to you at this time here as well, Aries, helping you, guiding you, giving you creativity. And this card does say compassion, and with that Healing Chaos card and the Ten of Swords Temperance here, you know, you could have been really going through something rough, but it's almost as if, you know, like you've sort of found that deeper healing. And I think it's ushering in like a lot of compassion. It's ushering in like a lot of grace, and it's helping you like get started with newer things instead of being like stuck in the past or stuck on something. Clarify the Ten of Swords here in your challenge. You pull this Bird card. It says information here. Yep, and if you've been waiting for information, I feel like this will be the week where you get it. If you've been looking for newer ways of understanding things, or if you've just been looking for, if you've literally been looking for external communication or information, I see you getting that. But it's like you have all the information here, is what I'm saying. The Page of Pentacles is about taking that information, and like practically applying it here. Clarify the Page of Wands here and your future position. You pulled the Snake card. It says energetic movement here. It's interesting. Every time I see these two cards together, or two similar energies like this together, it really reminds me of like Kundalini energy. It's like this newer form of passion awakening within inside you, and it's like igniting your fuel or your fire for life here, or for something new. And that's what I'm getting here with that Page of Wands and this energetic movement. It's like there's something here that's like you're feeling very optimistic about, or joyful about, or inspired, or motivated by, and you're taking action on it. I'm going to put one more and see if I can get more, but it does. Let's see. Pull this Tulip card. It says unconditional. Yeah, I just feel like this is in regards to something that you really truly love here. And with this Uranus card that you pull, with Uranus coming through in the read, I feel like this is something. Like this is something you're discovering. This is something you're discovering, I feel, this week. I feel like it's maybe even hidden from you right now. Because the sun is in your 8th house. We'll have the full moon, which is it's gonna light up your 2nd house, but the 8th house is already being lit up. And the 8th house is hidden stuff, hidden information. Uranus, the opposite in that 2nd house, dealing with, what it is that you already know, what it is that you already have. So I think you're finding something here. Like some hidden information. It's nothing bad, right? It's like you're just there's something's being revealed, and I think it allows for you to make a deeper transformation here with the things that you're doing. And with this First Breath card, it says beginner's mind here. This is definitely something new that I see you exploring, and that's what Uranus is too. Uranus is that planet to where it's when we're ready to go beyond what we have done before, right? We're ready to leave the familiar and go out into the unfamiliar. And at that experience, that offers us a whole total new experience of something. And that's what I get with that Page of Wands in the future. So there's this whole new experience here, especially with that Ace of Pentacles being in your current energy, Ace, right? The beginning. That is happening for you. And I think it's going to bring a lot of healing to chaos. Things that have been chaotic, but it's also going to allow for you to finally be really connected to something in a way that's very passionate and joyful for you. Clarify the Temperance. You pulled this Moon card. It says influence here. Yeah, and I think this is just about balancing your emotions, not taking things to the extreme. I think that's very important. The Temperance is the only card that balances out extremes. You can say the Justice card too, but Temperance for sure. And I think with this Moon card, Moon dealing with our inner self, our emotions, and the fluctuation of those emotions. The Temperance is about creating environments, or putting yourself in environments, or just making sure that you're aware of your emotional temperament and trying to stay as balanced as you can, right? Trying to try to keep putting yourself in harmonious energy and keep creating harmonious energy for yourself. Clarify the Page of Pentacles as your advice. You pull this Butterfly card. It says transformation. So there it is, right? Page of Pentacles is, all right, I've gone through the transformation. Here's what I've learned, and now I'm going to take this with me, and I'm going to use it. So I feel the Spirit's wanting you to use everything that you have learned for this newer transformation that's happening in your life. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune here in the outcome. You pull this Wolf card. It says instinct here. I would listen to your instinct. There's, Wheel of Fortune is symbolic sometimes of ignorance. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. It says fucking ancient wisdom. I'm not calling you ignorant, but the Wheel of Fortune it can be ignorance, because we can be stuck in this wheel, in this cycle of a repeat of things. It's like karma in a way. But it's not until we realize, like, okay, let me get the fuck out of this fucking cycle by looking at the information, by looking at the truth. Bird information, 10 of Swords in the challenge. Looking at the fucking truth and being like, okay, what's working and what's not working? And the Page of Pentacles gives you that strong ability to be able to see and assess and to separate what works and what doesn't work, because it's practical involvement that comes in. Okay, what practically works, what practically doesn't work. And by taking what does work, though, that's going to bring and then applying that to transform your situation, right? Page of Pentacles in this butterfly transformation card. But it's also about being wise and smart enough to not to repeat a past cycle or past patterns here with the Wheel of Fortune. This is about trusting your instincts. Like if your instinct is saying like, okay, we shouldn't do that, listen to your instincts, because I feel by listening to your instincts, it's really going to bring a big change for you and allow for you to get unstuck, but to transition into a better season when it comes to your life, when it comes to with the Wheel of Fortune, like a better, smoother transition of a season that you're moving into, to where it's more harmonious temperance, to where it's more balanced, to where it's not going from one extreme to the other. And I think you have a really, like this week, I'm not saying it's going to be the end all be all, but we have these moments in time in life to where doors open for opportunity to step through transformation. And it's whether or not we do it, right? Those doors will open, right? More like they're closed sometimes. It's harder, then sometimes it's wide open, then sometimes it closes. Like how many times have you, like let's just say you went through like a week where just like having no motivation, no inspiration, and you're just flat, right? And you know like you're in this crazy pattern and cycle, and it's like you're kind of like, it's like you want change. And then there's 1 week to where it's like you feel super inspired, super motivated. And sometimes we can just like fuck around and blow that energy on like not doing anything, right? But sometimes like if we take that energy and actually like use it to implement a whole new plan for ourselves, at least we get the ball rolling to start some type of transformational change, right? Then it's up to us for like, you know, the rest of the time moving forward to keep those things up. But you get what I'm saying? When there's moments in time, right, where you can feel down for like a whole week, but then 1 week you're just like, you know what, I actually feel pretty good. Like I'm gonna start making these changes, and it's like you ride that wave of momentum and you just see what happens. Like I get that that's something that's happening for you this week. You pulled this bravery card. It says oceans here, and it's with the Uranus card. Change. I feel like the Spirit's wanting you to explore. My dog farted. It stinks. I feel like Spirit's wanting you to explore the possibilities. Uranus is like being open to the possibilities. Pull this success card. So, that Wheel of Fortune being in the outcome, I feel like you do have good karmic rewards coming your way. Like good deeds coming back in the form of what you would say good luck. You pulled this Root Girl card. It says the disowned self. Yeah, you know, I think this is a deep truth that's being revealed here to you this week about where you have been disconnected from yourself. I think you're reconnecting, and that's what Uranus is. It's like connection. That's why Uranus rules like electricity, connectiveness. But if you're disconnected from certain parts of yourself or certain things, I think, you know, it's interesting. I think you're choosing intentionally here with the Page of Pentacles to do something practically to reconnect to either. It's some part of yourself here that you're allowing yourself to kind of bring back online. And I think it's going to make you happy that you're doing that. So, yeah, that's what I got for you, Aries, in your weekly reading. Good reading, though. Good week for you. All right, I'm going to leave the reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website. And then, of course, from there, you can see the different reads I have to offer. Then you can pick which read you feel more called to. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Also hit the notification bell as well, so that way you get notified whenever I upload your videos. And otherwise, in that, Aries, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.